Alright, so right here I have the schematic I drew up of the bench that I plan on building. This will be dual purpose, it will be the bench and the bed. I plan on it just kind of sliding out to extend to form the bed that I plan on sleeping on. This will again be going right here, kind of just like this wood is positioned right here. This will mostly be 2x4 beams for the structure and support, and for the seating area of what you'll actually be sitting on and supporting your weight. That will be more of these 1x4 inch boards. I figured these are sturdy enough. I don't need to use more 2x4s, which will just add more weight to it. As you can see, I already have a lot of the wood cut out. This is not everything I will need, but I think this is enough to get started and start putting it together and put it in place, see how it looks and it's coming along. So I think now I'm going to start screwing this together, put it in place, see how it looks, and if I like it, I'm going to cut the rest of the boards and try to finish it up. That is my goal for today. Alright, so I now have these screws all in here, like so. So I'm going to flip this over and see how it looks. So I think this looks pretty alright. That leg in the back over there is a little not straight, but I think it'll be fine. It's going to be up against the wall, so I can kind of just push it into it and screw it down. It should be fine. These legs, I was more concerned with being straight, and I think they look pretty good. Hopefully the sunlight isn't completely blowing this out, so it's hard to see, but I think this looks alright. From here, I can push this up against the wall and start laying out the rest of it. This is going to go on the outside up here, and it's going to not be screwed into this frame. It's going to be screwed in a way where this can slide outwards, and it will extend this to make the bed. Also, inside of this is going to be a compartment for me to store all kinds of things. I plan on the inverter going right here. I plan on the batteries, which are right there, to be right over there. The charge controller for the solar panels is going to rest up here and feed up into the ceiling and down to the batteries and so forth. So I'm pretty excited with this. I still have some screwing to do. This still moves just a little bit. I need some support right here. Maybe screw through like that. There's still a lot of work to do, but this is a very good start. I shall see you with the next update. Alright, here we are. So I have all of these 1x4 planks cut out and laid across the way I want. These are 1x4 boards. They're actually 3.5 inches across, or wide, not 4 inches, but they're 3.5 inches wide with a 1.5 inch gap in between each board. So that's 5 inches. I have 14 of these. 14 times 5 is 70, and this length of the bench is about 70 inches. So this is perfect. That was not by coincidence. That was planned out. So this is perfect. It looks nice. It looks the way I want. What I need to do now is actually screw these boards into the frame of the bench. You can see I kind of have these staggered ever so slightly. Every other board will be screwed in differently. The boards that are a little further out will be screwed into this loose 2x4, and will be screwed into another plank of wood that I still need to put right in here. The other half will be screwed into this fixed 2x4 that is screwed into this and screwed into the frame that's actually stable, and also screwed into the other fixed 2x4 on the end here. When I have them all screwed in like that, this outer 2x4 should be able to just kind of slide out and half of the planks will move with it and half of them won't, and that'll make the bed that I plan on sleeping on. When I was thinking about it, I could use another 2x4 right here to stretch all the way down. I have more 2x4 boards that I could use, but I think using another 1x4 board like this will do the job just fine and will save a lot of weight. These, I think, weigh a lot less than the 2x4s do. I think what would be better is to go with the 1x4 stretching all the way down. But I don't have any more 1x4 boards. The longest piece that I still have is this right here. And it's kind of long. It's a decent spare plank to use, but it's nowhere near stretching all the way down the 67-inch span that I need. So if I want to do this in the way that I think is best, what I'm thinking I need to do is run to the hardware store, pick up another couple of planks. Once I have those planks, I can screw in the top of the bench, and that will be done. There's very little more to do with the bench from there, aside from kind of cosmetic things, which will be good. Once I have the bench in place, I can start putting the things under it that I plan on putting under it, and really filling out the van the way I want to with all the batteries and the inverter and stuff like that. And then from there, I can get started on the countertop cabinet area that will go right behind me right here. And once I have those in place, I'm thinking the rest of the van should come together pretty quickly. But until then, I need to run to the hardware store. So I'll be back. All right, and here we have that 1x4 by 6 foot board that I just bought, cut down to the length that I need. So now, let's start screwing. So I'm going to start with this second from the end piece, and the one all the way at the end. And then the board should be there, so I can screw in the rest. That's the plan. Okay, so I have all that screwed in now. If I go ahead and move this, you can see it all moves together, which is nice. I am going to screw in the fixed bars, and once I have those screwed in, I should have all this done, and I will show you when that is done. See you soon. And here we are now with all of these boards screwed in place. This does slide, does move. I could grab this and pull it out. It's a little too tight right now. I need to make some adjustments, maybe trim some parts of the wood down just a hair. So there's some adjustments to make, but I think it's good for right now. I'll make those adjustments later. Another thing I need to do is these boards bend. This one kind of bar is not enough. I need to put something here as well. So there's some adjustments that need to be made, improvements that need to be made. I also need to pull up the backrest. But for now, I like that this is a placeholder. I can kind of put in the things that I was planning on putting in under this so that they're in place. But before I make those adjustments and try to get this working exactly as I intend, I think it would be better to start working on the countertop area on the other side of the van. Once I have both of those in place, I can kind of put everything underneath them that I plan on putting underneath them. I can start filling out the wall. And then from there, I can try to make everything look nice and function exactly the way I want. So the next thing I'm going to do is start cutting up the wood for the frame of the countertop area. The cabinetry up that goes up top, I'll probably just save for last. But I'm going to cut up that wood, and I will see you shortly.